is going on? Tone, bro. Black Compass Media signing back in for another one. Appreciate everybody that's out there right now for this. Shout out to Caffeine. I'm here with a very, very special guest. Tom.
Hey.
What's going on, man?
Glad to be here, Tone. Like this is new for me. You know, I got the backdrop. It's not quite premium made like yourself. You've got the sort of, you've got the Emmy rollout.
Oh man, we not about the Emmy rollout. You know, like stop it. We trying our best over here, man. We
the ESPYs. That's an American thing, right? I've heard
the ESPYs is an American. That is. Don't make fun of American. Okay, first of all,
I'm not making. I love America. Like
nah. Before we get started, we got to get a lot of stuff out the way, right? So first of all, I'll do a little bit of housekeeping, right? Mm-hmm. I want to make sure that people understand, you know, what to do right now because we do have other things going on as well. Both of us have channels and platforms and things like that. Make sure you subscribe. Hit us up at The Black Compass. So Black Compass Media is on all posting platforms, all like sort of places you go get content. Like I don't know what's popular in the UK, right? I know we got Spotify heavy. We steal iTunes passwords as we do. Google Play, iHeartRadio, but we're on all of those different, you know, things. So Tom, just real quick, let the people know where you are and things of that nature.
Yeah, Battle Rap Resume. You know, you can find us on YouTube, on iTunes, Spotify. You know, wherever your RSS feed takes you, we will be there. And we've been going for about 4 years or so. Mm-hmm. It's myself, you know, doing all the hosting and presenting and stuff. I want to shout out Nathan Jones as well, who does all the graphic design for the channel. You know, we work together on a lot of things like that. But you know, we do a lot of long form interviews, a lot of recaps, top tens, that kind of idea. We've done stuff on best and worst battler names, and we like to go into different directions with that. And we do quizzes.
You do quizzes. You do. Now, UK is known for the quiz masters. Y'all. Oh,
we love the panel shows.
We
own the panel shows.
Like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was an integral part of my childhood. It was.
Is that right?
Hell yeah! What we used to watch that as a family.
How are you dealing with the passing of Dear Regis?
I mean, that's a big one.
He's a legend.
Yo, that's like you can't. You know, some people like you can't remember a time when they wasn't on TV. Like Regis is one of those people. Like it's like Regis Kathy Lee. Like it's like Kleenex, like it's like a name brand. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just iconic guy, iconic, you know, sort of you know, legendary career and everything like that. So
yeah.
You know, countless people got a chance on this platform and things like that. So that's tough for America. You know what I mean? And with the COVID stuff going on too, like a lot of our legends and that's probably true for both countries, but a lot of our legends are not getting their just due at all. You know what I mean?
No.
So it's like we can't even properly give them a homegoing, you know?
No, you're so right. Yeah, there's like the right hashtags aren't trending, which is such a weird postmodern thing to say, but it's true. It's true. It's like, you know, so many people about like someone who passed as well, Fountains of Wayne, the main guy from that, Adam, he passed from COVID. Great songwriter. But I guess roundabout way of saying, you know, we do a lot of quizzes over here in England, especially Battle Rap Resume. I've been doing Mastermind for a long time. Came on Black Compass. You know, Mastermind for me was more UK based because I had UK battlers on as guests, giving them trivia questions. And then when I came onto your show, Black Compass, when you gracefully, you know, hosted the show, we could do US topics. Yeah. And that's kind of what we're, you know, I mean, we'll get onto it in a bit, but that's kind of what
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it because I mean that was the type of thing where I was like, you know, it was such a good show, you know what I'm saying, and the rollout for it was so good. I thought it would be good to sort of bring it to like a visual kind of medium, and things like that, right? So definitely a good opportunity to collaborate. And before anything though, because the people, I think the people have to understand what the, you know, for the people who are new here, right? Yeah. Maybe aren't as familiar with your work and everything like that. Tom, you know, and I'm putting you on the spot here. Give us your top 5 battlers of all time. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
My top 5.
Yeah. We got to get the temperature right, goddammit. Yeah. We getting the temperature right, Tom. We not playing.
All right.
So this is. Give me your top 5. Yeah.
this is not prepared.
Not prepared. Off the cuff.
I'm a bloody battle rap podcast host. So you know, I mean, are we doing UK, US, anyone?
Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do. How does Bill say it? I'm with all things. All things. Right. Go. So go ahead.
Well, you know, for me, battle rap. I mean, battle rap's so many things to so many people. For me, it's about writing. You know, it's about hearing new things. It's about being excited by, you know, areas that haven't been explored and you know, punchlines and just kind of, you know, like I'm in general like a big fan of poetry, not really like modern spoken word, but like older stuff. Yeah. And one of the things I always love about that is like they'll just describe something in one certain way and you're like, God, I've never considered that before. And you have this weird sensation in your brain, or at least I do. Like I really, you know, it's quite exciting to hear that. So I'm, you know, with the pen guys, and we'll kind of get into
all right. That's the preface. I like that. That was a pen guy. That was a nice intro to like, yo, I'm a pen guy. Like I like.
I'm a pen guy. Yeah.
I like what you did though. I like how you walked this.
You know.
Yeah.
So you know, top 5 in no particular order.
Okay.
Chilla's there. Chilla's always been there. Chilla was an obsession for me when I got into battle rap. Like the JC battle, the Cash Eating battle. I'm even going back to like Interstate Flames and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who did he battle? And it's like in a nightclub. It's like Gatman Jones or something. Or
Yeah.
I think it's like on Shark Tank or.
If that's not his name, I'm taking that. I want that name to be my name.
I want to say it was Gatman Jones. I want to say it was, but you know, it could be a lot of other people. So,
all right.
Chilla's there.
Okay.
Soul is my all-time favorite battler. The you know, Scottish ex Don't Flop champion Soul. I think just the level of intensity, the dense writing that is still so clinical and precise, and you know, I just think Soul's an utter genius. If you haven't seen Soul versus Matter, Don't Flop 2011, they've actually battled twice, but the first time they battled on one of the To The Tests up north, phenomenal battle. So I got Chilla, I got Soul. You know, I'm going to get hate for this, but I'm a British guy on Black Compass. I'm going to get hate anyway.
Oh, yeah, well, see, that's what it is. We punch on everybody. Yo, shout out to the people, before you go, shout out to the people that's in here. We already got 44 people in here watching. Definitely got some props and things like that. We appreciate the props. I want a brick. I do. I want like an actual brick as a prop in here. So we're gonna figure that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as you were saying though, I cut off the interlude to the next person here.
Yeah. So, you know, this is a guy that I think everyone deep down is a huge fan of, but he does get mocked, quite rightly in some senses. But for me, he's at the front line of original experimental writing. I'm a huge Danny Myers fan. Huge Danny Myers fan. Okay. Like, the Chilla battle might be my most watched battle, him versus Chilla. I just think those rounds are phenomenal. It depends the sort of stuff that you like though. Like for me, pistol whip until the stock destroyed, your family will be in a Great Depression. That's one of my all-time favorite bars. Yeah. But like I remember tweeting that bar and people almost thought that I'd written it as a parody. Like, because I understand Great Depression, stock destroyed, that kind of idea. What does he say as well? You'll see the half moon in the middle of the day, like an equinox or something like that. Like, crazy, you know, gun so big the train it's on ain't even here yet and whatever. Like, I just kind of like that outlandish stuff.
Right.
Yeah. You know, I would put that in there. Oh man, now it's so difficult. The final two. QP.
Quantum.
Yep.
You're a Quantum guy because Quantum. I mean, he's one of the forefathers of the pen, the heavy scheming style and all that.
Just so, that kind of scheme within a scheme. Like, you know, Quantum, you almost want the script to read along with. He needs footnotes. You know what I mean? He needs like. Do you remember those old things on like MTV? I think was it on VH1 or MTV where it'd be like the making of the video and all the facts would come up at the bottom.
The pop-up video. Yo,
right.
Pop-up video was the shit. Bring pop-up video back.
My God.
Why do we get rid of pop-up video?
fucking people don't like pop-ups, but you know, don't keep it over to videos. Like, you know, we still need it over there. Like,
but but it was interesting though, because I would watch whole videos because of the pop-ups. I'm like, yo, this is cool. It makes it's a whole new dynamic for the video.
Yeah, and it's like the making of the video as well was another one they did. So yeah, Chilla, Danny, Soul, QP. Oh man, now it just is like an impossibility. Kruger, you know Kruger from Don't Flop?
Yeah. Shout out to Kruger, yeah.
But then it's like Shuffle T and Marlo. I want to say Ogmios. I want to say Dago Davalo, who I know people won't really know. He's from iBattle. I really love his work. I mean, there's so many different people that I'm a giant fan of. But let's go with Kruger. That's my fight.
We're gonna round it up for Kruger then. Okay. All right, no doubt, man. I just wanted to, you know, the people gotta know where you at with this, Tom. You know what I'm saying? So, but on to our mission, what we're trying to do here. First of all, I think it's a joint mission of trying to bring together, you know, different communities across the pond and everything like that. Because I think we all have a shared love of hip hop and things of that nature. So, you know, we're going to be talking about everything from, you know, American stuff to UK stuff as well. And then, you know, we got the trivia. Battle Rap IQ.
Oh, yeah.
BRIQz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BRIQz, yeah. We were debating on the name for a while.
Yeah.
You know, it was called, well, the show was called Mastermind. So, you know, as we start doing BRIQz, and if you find yourself craving more battle rap trivia content, you know, you can go and find that out. But we felt that, you know, because Mastermind is a pun on Mastermind.
Yeah.
Quiz
right.
over here. But the problem is, you Yanks, you know, you don't speak right. So for you guys, it is bastard.
Yo, don't. First of all, I don't like you Yanks. I don't like.
Oh
that.
yeah, I've just sort of.
Because Yank over here sounds crazy, Tom. I'm gonna keep it real. Yank is not something.
Yank is not.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, we not. But okay, so we talk wrong, and okay, because you guys are speaking English before we. Okay. I get it, Tom. I get what you're trying to say.
It's all love.
Right.
And so, you know, just thought let's rebrand this, because it is kind of a different thing as well. Like, we are going to take the format of Mastermind and same kind of round ideas that we'll get into, but this is obviously a visual thing, and you know, we're going to have people on and guests and stuff. So yeah, I mean, originally I was thinking maybe, are you smarter than a battle rapper or something like that?
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But yeah, BRIQz, Battle Rap IQ. That's the name that we're going with. And I totally agree. We need a brick prop.
We do. We need a brick prop. I don't know. I mean, people are giving out props. Shout out to people that are doing that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But we'll try to get a brick prop. But the idea, right, is to have you guys come up and give your commentary on what you think about, battle rap in general, right? You're going to be competing in a formatted sort of a very layered game master sort of a rollout here, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's a multi-layered sort of trivia game, right? So you get to come on here and compete against maybe another fan or maybe another battler. We'll have different folks come up from different places. You'll be able to zoom in with us and join in. There'll be prizes and things like that. Now, as to the format, we like to keep things varied here. But what have we gone with in the past, Tom? Give them a sample of some of the games we've done.
Yeah, so it'll run across 5 rounds. The rounds themselves might change per game. You know, kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway? You know, they have loads of games that they play, and there's no real specific format. But normally what we'll go with is the first round will be general knowledge. So each contestant will have 5 questions. You know, contestant A will be given 5 questions, then B. If you answer it right, you get a point. If you answer it wrong, your opponent gets a chance to steal. And then round 2 could perhaps be what event. So I'll name a battle. You know, I don't know, Chilla DNA or something like that. And then they have to shout out, I know they've battled again, but they have to shout out when that battle originally happened, you know, on the URL. Then we might do a round which went down great last time when we did it with Cola and Q. Where we'll name a letter. So we might name, like, you know, M, for example, and the contestants have to go back and forth. So, you know, it might be Mathhoffer, Madness, Mudslinger. You know, I'm already blanking, but that kind of idea. Whoever else, put it in the chat. You know, what other battlers begin with M.
Right.
And then M City, and then you know, we might do one. Yo, shout out M City, like.
Yo, shout out to M City, man. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know, I always love that M City bar where he was talking about shooting someone. He's like, it's unknown that a 9 on miss.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know. That blew my mind when I was younger, like. And you know, and then we'll do, like, we might do government names. So I'll give you a battler's real name, and the contestants have to shout out who they think that is. We'll have a round where I'll do a famous bar, and then they have to maybe finish the bar, or, you know, who said this bar, or something like this. It's just a celebration of battle rap history, because Tone, you know, I'm sure people listen to this now, people watching in the future, whatever. Like, if you're into battle rap, you're really into battle rap. Like, there's, you know, I don't really encounter many casuals. I encounter other people who have devoured the back catalogs of these YouTube channels, who have the app, or people who, you know, they know that Joe Budden's did something 4 years ago. You know, they're not really interested. So it's kind of appealing to that level. Like, I've seen on so many different things, like, there's so many great, you know, sports quizzes out there, and hip hop and movies and TV and stuff like that. And it's not to say that there hasn't been battle rap quizzes before and there won't be ones after. This is just, you know, our little spin on this thing we all love.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, so as if you're trying to compete and everything like that, I mean, especially people who are in the Black Compass Society, make sure you join the Discord and things like that. Like I said, you know, we'll have people up. You'll get personalities up too. Maybe you know, you get to compete against one of the guys, right? Like, we had friends come up and he did some damage.
Oh, he was too good. He's like the Bobby Fischer.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. So, but, you know, we'll have people up, and we'll talk more through it and things like that. We don't want to give away some of the surprises, but there'll definitely be prizes and everything like that. But this is just to bring the communities together, celebrate the battlers and things like that, and you know, provide some varied content. You know what I mean? Do something different. Tom, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to do different, cool stuff. You know what I mean? If it starts off cringy, that's cool. I like being cringy together. I like being cringy as a family. Fuck it. There are shows that I like that started off so cringy, but you know, you see stuff grow over time, you appreciate it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But just shout out to all my people that's rooting for it to be like, man, this is gonna be cringy. But yo, shout out to the props too, man. Yo, Kato's, thank you so much. They said we ain't talking about the money. Yo, there will be cash prizes, things of that nature too. So who knows? You may
we should say
we may even give you tickets when the world opens up to something, or
you could, but like, you know, like we did last time when we've done it on Black Compass, like the game will be live in the sense that 2 contestants will be competing with us as we present, but we'll also be having an online component, won't we, Tone, where people can actually just play at home.
Exactly. So if you following online at home, what's gonna happen is we'll send out a survey link for all of you guys. You'll be able to jump in. You'll see the question. Now, some of the stuff is not. Some of the things we're gonna have are only gonna be able to happen with the contestants, right? There's no way for you to shout out stuff, you know, or whatever. But we'll have supplemental questions for you at home. We will follow it week to week. We'll track scores. People, the highest scores of the month, will give you something for free, whether it's a shirt or a ticket somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a show, maybe something like that. Like, we got resources over here and time.
All right.
Okay, and we care. So if it's a show in your neighborhood, all right, cool. What you know what I'm saying? You in the music, all right? It's something going on. We got your next ticket, something like that, or a battle, or a backstage, or maybe a VIP. You know what I mean? Smack can tell you to move back. That'd be cool, right?
Wow. Yeah.
2 steps back, 2 hennies to the stage. You know what I'm saying? So we could do that, man. So it's gonna be a lot of stuff, man. But all y'all participation is greatly welcome, greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? Things that y'all want to see, things that y'all think like we should add to it as we kind of roll it out. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, yeah.
You know, But besides that, I don't want to ruin any surprise because I feel like the first couple shows are gonna be interesting. So we definitely gonna be pulling cats from society to join in. Join the Black Company Society Discord, battle rap, hip hop, news, politics. I mean, you got all gamuts in there. You got your reform street dudes, and you got your backpackers, your anime. You know what I mean? Like tattooed sleeve people. Like you got a lot of different archetypes in that Discord. So join up, man. And we from all over the world too. Yo, shout out to my man Anwar for the esoteric prize.
Anwar, I'm good.
He was bugging out on me because I used esoteric during the judging. He's like, so how many people do you think got that? Like, I'm like, I don't know. Shit just came out. Like,
esoteric? That's not like, I don't know. It's
yeah.
Not that deep,
but see how you guys talk. Y'all already incorporate a lot of this shit in there. You know what I mean?
True.
So,
True.
You know. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Anwar, and to everybody from the community as well. Now, one thing I want to talk about too, right? Because we're gonna debut the show about we're gonna say like a couple weeks from now. We're gonna debut the show with everybody, so you'll have a chance to compete. Feel free to ask us questions. Follow us both on Twitter, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yesterday, Tom, let's talk about yesterday because yesterday was the bye week for Ultimate Madness 2, which you should watch because it's free on Caffeine. There's really no excuse not to be watching it. It's free on Caffeine. It's a tournament. You know what I'm saying? You've seen the bracket. We in round 2 now. Judging is myself, 40 Boss, Iron Solomon, and Method Man. Make sure that you tune in. I mean, it's dope. Good analysis, things like that. I'm trying my best to do my best up there. You know what I'm saying? But this is a big thing. You know what I mean? So I'm just grateful to be here. But this is a bye week, Tom.
Yep.
Let's talk about it. A lot of things happened. Where do you want to start first? Let's
just start with Nitty and Drugz, right?
Oh my gosh! Wow. Did that when that battle got announced? There was initial anger, like there was this palpable like, yo, what are we doing? Why? Yeah. Why is Drugz even here? And I feel like it's like one part of it is messed up, but another part of it I kind of get because Drugz was putting in a lot of work before, you know what I mean, he got to the Nitty battle. Even before that, he was putting in work. But it wasn't like he was doing crazy to where it's like, you give him run.
I mean, he's had 85 battles, though, Drugz.
That's crazy.
Like, he's put in work upon work. One of the worst things about battle rap, I think, is the tier system in the sense that it bifurcates people. Like, it's like, oh, he can't battle him because it's well, why can't we put this toy with this toy and see what happens? Like, because in this case we got a pretty good battle, and like if the judges, if you know the ordained people weren't going to allow this to happen, then it would have been robbed of that. It just kind of baffles me sometimes.
I think there is a little bit of a hierarchy system, but because you don't have any sort of defined rules, fans are left to do that, and we can only do that based on the level of material the person comes with. Like, I have to compare what you do to what the next person does. You feel like, yo, Rum Nitty should be battling people who are of a certain caliber. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's why most people kind of had that reaction. And the fact that Drugz lost to Riggs, I don't care what nobody. Drugz lost that battle, and I think when you lose a battle like that, and then the next time we see you, it's against Rum Nitty, I think it just strikes fans a certain way. But I see your point about just see what happens. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. What could, you know what I mean? Like, but low risk, high reward though. Like, or high reward, low risk, like the other way around. Like, doesn't that have to factor in, Tom? Doesn't that have to factor in?
I guess it does, and you know, it wasn't really a surprise, this battle. You know, it went the direction everyone expected. Yeah. And I mean, like I said earlier, with being a pen guy, like, just so many of Drugz' punches just kind of didn't really go anywhere. Like, you're building and building, you know, it's like a pop song. It's like Twist and Shout by the Beatles, you know, it's gunning and gunning and gunning, and then they're going, and they're shaking their mop tops or whatever. And I'm like, Drugz is doing that. The energy's building. I'm waiting for the punch. And then it's like, what do you say? Bird out the window like road rage, and I'm like, okay, that's the, get away clean and shave my beard, or I mean, this is on first watch.
Yeah,
So I can't really remember
yeah.
exactly.
True.
What,
I like that. I
what
like to get what I like the way get away clean. I like that one. I do.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I liked on just a kind of like colonial capitalist kind of idea, he had a Walmart bar against Nitty, and it was something like your eyes will roll back like the price.
Yeah, I didn't get. I didn't like that. I hated that. I'm like, well, I don't.
Did you hate it?
Well, because I don't care how you talk. There's no way to make that's not a thing. You know?
Oh, I mean, we'll get to that with Jerry West with the ear and all that. And
but you gotta understand though. You got a brother over there named Shotty Horror. Now, what he does to the English language is crazy.
That's true. That is part of battle rap, like
right.
stretching words
and accents, right? If somebody from Brooklyn is over there, like versus over there, you know what I mean, it's different. They can kind of their inflections, right? And that's why, like Official, for instance, right, with that New Orleans accent, she can make shit just work that shouldn't really work, and she's kind of combined it with that sound. Those inflections can work, but in no way. What Drugz said, that eyes roll back shit, there's no way, Tom.
I mean, yeah, it was a stretch, but the reason that it appealed to me is because we don't have Walmart over here. We have Asda, which is owned by Walmart, which is Walmart effectively, but it's called Asda for whatever reason. I don't know why. And we for years there's been this marketing campaign about prices rolling back, and it just kind of made me laugh. Like I was just like Drugz referencing like this local supermarket. It was quite absurd. And like Drugz didn't seem sure of himself. Like there was a bit in the first where he paused and he's like, I might snap. It wasn't a bar. It wasn't building to anything. It was him just entertaining the possibility that he might go ham.
Might do it.
Which I've just thought was odd. He just seemed a little unsure of himself, and it was kind of cast into stark relief with Nitty. Like, I think Nitty, he wasn't exactly on 10, but he was still sensational. And when you give someone like him, arguably one of the most gifted word name flippers in the history of this thing, a name like Drugz.
Oh yeah.
He just went to town. What was it? Not taking it seriously. THC edibles, drugs, a piece of cake. That was crazy. What did he had like an NBA bubble. NBA.
Yeah.
Like, I'll stab you and there'll be a bubble.
Yeah.
That'll teach you for playing it safe or something like that. Was into. He had the peyote.
I like that. That one. That was dope. That was dope.
That was so good.
But what do you say then? Because there's some people who take a while to get to it, but you appreciate that journey to it. That's what the sauce is for a lot of those people. You know what I mean? Like Drugz to me made the most of the opportunity though. Regardless, you could. So I saw what people were trying to do is just make a case around one. I said when I first saw it, I thought it was a 30, but. The first round to me is close in that battle.
Really? Sorry, Drugz. Like
don't really it. We not no.
I don't want you to moon me. Pause. Yeah. But I don't know. Again, like I said before, like I probably should have put Nitty in my top 5 because he's definitely up there. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. What did he say as well? Like. Think NBA, my career. We grind until we see the badges or something like.
Yeah. Something cold like that. That's a fact. Let me know if there is an echo or anything like that. If there's sound issues or something like that. Think of this like this, right? Like I used this analogy before, Tom. See if you follow. Like how when you move into a new crib, right? You move into the new crib. You just get there. Like the first night that you're there, all you really do is hook the bed up. Maybe get some curtains together. You know what I mean? You got your furniture there, but you still got shit in bags. Like that's how this is for us. We moved in, but we ain't comfortable yet. We ain't hung up no drapes. We don't got the welcome mat out there. Like we still waiting on that. You know what I mean? So we getting better at it. So let us know how the sound quality is. Let us know if there's an echo or anything like that. And then we can get it going. But next battle. Jay versus Shotgun Suge. Jada NiteWing versus Shotgun Suge. Now, to me, this was an interesting matchup from the jump. I kind of positioned myself to believe that Jada NiteWing was simply a pin guy, and that was going to be the bracket. Like, if it was Mortal Kombat and you got to choose the pillar, like, he was going to go through, like, the pin guy gauntlet, and you know what I mean? But it seemed like he wants to take a more versatile approach. Suge, to me, in this battle, got round one. Now, Tom, what did you think? What was your overall impression of the battle?
Yeah, I think Jay was phenomenal in this battle. He grows more and more on me. I actually missed him versus Fonz when it went out, so I caught it on the app, and I just thought he's just electric. Although Fonz might have my favorite battle rap sound of the year in that battle. It's going to be hard for me to replicate it, but he goes like, "Oh, the boy savage!" Like the way he says that is crazy. Like, I've listened to that so many times. It's part of the wing scheme that he's getting into when he has the apron on and stuff like that. But
I'm sitting at the Fonz too.
I thought Jay really just went. What was that proof bar he had?
Oh yeah. His
that kind of. Yeah.
The third round of that battle is insane. Jada NiteWing went crazy because he took because remember when Suge did the whole Jada Kiss I'm paying homage thing and kind of took the flow and sort of remixed the song. He did the same thing with a Jada Kiss song. I believe it was Checkmate or Animal. I can't remember the 50 Cent diss. Remember he was dissing 50. He's like, I don't want to sound mad, whatever. Yeah, I think he took that sort of cadence or whatever and reapplied that to Suge and then brought it back later and talked about it. It was dope, man. I think he broke Suge down in that third. One thing that was immediately noticeable though, I'm gonna keep it dead real time. Let me know what you think. One thing that was immediately noticeable was Suge's newfound breath control after working out. Like, we've been seeing the workout selfies and all that, you know what I mean? And we know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But it's like, Suge, during them bike rides, you not going over your shit. That's the time to do it, to get your wind up.
He's got the Joe Rogan experience or something in his ears. He's not. Yeah, I don't know what Suge was. He needs to just all the reps he's doing. He needs to double that mentally. I love what Jay was saying about all the bike routes leading to a Wendy's.
Yeah. Nah, but it was immediately noticed. It was noticeable though, like how fluid, how crispy he was.
Suge looked great.
Yeah, and kudos to him for doing that. He lost COVID-19, and a lot of people were putting on pounds, 19 pounds in the COVID-19. So
yeah. No, he I saw the interview on Quora afterwards, and he was saying that, this is the lightest he's been since high school or whatever. And then some fan accosted him and sort of told him, just, on a level, you need to look after yourself. We want you around. So that was great. I mean, his performance, whatever, little disappointing as it always was. But I thought Jay was fire. Like, Jay is actually captivating, which is such a rare quality in a newer battler. Like, he just has an authority and a presence, and he's just so versatile. And that voice as well. That
voice is that I mean, that's different, right? Like that, he sounds authoritative. He sounds like he could do voice acting, which is very difficult, according to folks. And it's very difficult to do. But he has a very good inflection. I think when he has something to say though, when he has a concrete angle, that's where he shines, because when he does the Jadakiss stuff, it just all is very, very fluid, and he's making references back to Checkmate as you hear it. I do think he sounds better when he's rapping fast. The whole pausing thing, I hope we hung that up for good, because now that's out of people's heads. I think the pausing, the choking, the random the last thing you want to do is regress back to that when we get a crowd again,
Yeah, no, it was, it was a good battle. Again, it's kind of a shame that Suge kind of chokes out, and it makes it a bit more of an awkward watch when it's on caffeine as well, because the battle ends, and it's not like the video ends. It's like, oh no, here's Smack and Beasley, here's the bosses, giving you a little quarterly review,
right,
after they just watched your bars, and you kind of felt for them, but I love the props that Jay was giving after to Suge as well. And I just think Jay's such an exciting prospect in the URL roster. You know, there's so many matchups that I want to see. Like, I want to see him versus Nitty. I really want to see that.
Jay the NiteWing versus Nitty?
Yeah. I think that'd be a better battle than the Drugz battle. That's just me. Again, Drugz, like, you know, I watched Drugz and Ryder versus, no, what is it? Jackboy and Ryder versus Drugz and Twerk. That's such a good battle. I watched that the other day. Yeah. So I am a Drugz fan, but Jay just excites me more on a cerebral level, I think.
I am a Drugz fan. That's crazy. It always sounds crazy.
I'm about
Drugz. It sounds crazy giving you props and mentioning you to stuff like to people. They're like, "Yo, what are you watching? A Drugz battle? Wait, you're watching a Drugz battle? Yeah, it's a guy named Drugz. He's battling. So he battles on drugs? No, his name is Drugz. Well, does he talk about drugs? Well, sometimes, but no. But his name
and he's battling a guy called Twerk.
What? Drugz and Twerk. What the hell are you doing tonight?
They're riding each other. No, he's battling a guy called Ryder, and
yeah. Yo, now Ryder's gonna be there with Drugz and Twerk, and then Jackboy said, "All right, wait a minute." So we getting some questions. Yo, shout out to all of y'all that are in here right now. We will read off questions and things like that. And we'll talk about some things, but they said, Tone Bro, is Posey ever going to make an appearance on Caffeine? Now, maybe one day, you know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. Yeah, so shout out to all the people that's here too, and things like that. I did enjoy that battle though. I did have it 1-1 going into the third, and Suge did what Suge unfortunately does sometimes, and you know, did he sound like he was about to resign from battle rap at the end of the battle to you?
Well, he tweeted that that wasn't what he meant, was it? I think he meant that I need to up my memory game more than I'm leaving the game. Like, yeah.
Yeah, nah, Suge, on them bike rides, man. Take them headphones out and recite them rhymes on the bike. You know what I mean? I think there's a pretty famous story about I think early Destiny's Child, because you know they had like their father, Beyonce's father, put them through the paces and all that and trained them up like a benevolent Joe Jackson, just with women. You know what I mean? But he would have them run around and like sing, so like they get their window. Right. You know what I mean? So like now when they gotta perform and dance, they could do that. So that's a tactic.
So is that what
Beyonce's dad, benevolent Joe Jackson?
Suge cycling around like what's your bike like?
Yeah, what's your bike like? Like you imagine. Could you imagine being outside and Suge is riding through the neighborhood at the top of his lungs saying this aggressive shit? Like,
and like ironically, he's cycling past construction work on an Ave. Like, it's so like,
yo, man. But I think that was cool too. Now last battle, Jerry Wess versus Chilla Jones. When I heard about this battle, I did immediately kind of say to myself, you know what, Wess, this could be a great test for Wess. This could also potentially be a battle that exposes something, you know what I mean, or whatever the case might be. So I kind of was looking at it from that vantage point. And I would just say this, man. Chilla Jones is one of the best people doing it. He's one of the best brothers doing it right now. And
absolutely.
You can't get much better than Chilla Jones' last 9 rounds. I'm going to be honest. Right now, you take the last couple of battles, you include the Nitty battle, you know what I'm saying? You include the Gotti battle. It's just like, I feel like he's been crazy lately.
Yeah.
So
the comeback. It's not even a comeback, but it's like, just the return. Like,
but this is his element though. No crowd, no people around. I just feel like this is a dangerous setting for a lot of battlers. And Wess held his own. So I was very impressed by it. I see the C word being thrown around. I don't say classic until I let it marinate. Gotta let it marinate. No.
Yeah.
Not just running and calling everything classic. But what'd you think, Tom? What'd you think of the battle?
Terrific battle, you know, because I was such a Chilla stan early on, as I mentioned. The kind of post DNA. Well, actually, no, he was great on King of the Dot for a while when he had, like, you know, the Daylight battle, the Real Deal battle, the Hoffa battle on Don't Flop, I thought was fantastic. But sometimes with Chilla, when he was on that King of the Dot championship run, and subsequently after that, I felt that you could see the strings sometimes with the bars. I could sort of predict where things were going. But here, the quality just shone out, I think. Even though there was a bit of a 10-4 in the first.
It was a bit... Don't put bit on it to make it so, like... Was a bit of it. Was a bit of it. Just a smidge.
A splattering.
A little splatter of 10-4.
Yeah. There was you say like Benzino sauce, which Danny Myers said exactly the same bar to him, and that's why I remember that bar, because obviously I love that battle so much. But yeah, I think Chilla, especially second, was phenomenal. Two hands ain't easy to block, Captain. And just the modification to his game, the flip at the start of the second, about to put one in the middle of Jones, and then the schema stuff in the middle of the second. To like fulcrum it. I was like, how the hell's Chilla doing this? I was like, I'm used to Chilla doing bloody Nintendo 64 schemes, not just having this wild like ability to flip in the middle of a round. He was a monster here. And that whole, I think I said to you before, like, my knowledge of so many things is exclusively from battle rap. So, I don't dislike basketball. I'm just not really a basketball fan. I know so much about basketball.
We gotta change
from
that,
battle
man.
rap. Like, I know about Manago, right? And, Jerry Wess, for example, which gets spoken about in this battle, the logo and stuff. That whole idea was so original. I thought that was so brilliantly executed. I don't know if anyone's done that before to Jerry Wess. Maybe they have. But I just think Chilla and putting in the EFB paradigm, it was inspired.
It was dope. It was dope, man. It was dope. That Jerry Wess, I'll tell you, as somebody like who watches basketball, the way he did that was so great because he really broke down Jerry West's career. That whole Elgin Baylor, and he played with Elgin, he played with who else he said, Wilt or something like that. But he's like he's been outshined by these different guys his whole career. He might be the logo, but that's what does that mean? He could never beat Boston. You know what I mean? So it's just like it was dope, man. And there was another one. Jerry West had a DC scheme in that motherfucker that was just like. What? Like, oh, man. Because you hear Marvel. See, I'm a DC guy. Everybody is like Marvel. You know what I'm saying? DBZ, you hear all that. But that DC scheme that he had was money, in my opinion. Did you have this 1-1 going into the third? Because I definitely gave Wes a round. What'd you think?
No, I didn't. I thought the first was close. I guess you could give Wes the first. The second was a steamroll, really, for me, and the third because it had all that Jerry West basketball idea, dying BA symbol, like NBA, like that. Really, really great stuff, and just like I don't know, Chilla. Sometimes you can write like a bit of a like a perfect watertight bar that just there's no flab on it at all. And what did he say? Like the fifth wheel, give him an extra round, like a spare tire or something like that. It was just nasty,
crazy,
like insane. Like he was just tremendous. Like as just an old school Chilla fan, as I keep saying, like I was just so happy watching this battle. And I think kind of like with Drugz and Nitty, this was the same thing where Wes was good, but it's kind of a student teacher kind of thing. But hang on, the West did have a good line though in the third. It was saying like chew Penn's top up like a nervous student.
Like a nervous student, yeah.
That was nasty.
I thought that was dope. But
he recovered from the stumble as well. It wasn't a choke. It was just a little, repetition, got straight back into it, and that was great to see.
Right. So I mean, I think either way, it's a great battle. Wes is, he's helping himself out a lot. I think there's just during this whole era, really sort of proved that he belongs with everybody else, just in terms of skill overall. I mean, from what he did with the Roof and what he did with Suge. Now, I feel like he's ready to be incorporated into the mix for real. So, but. Yeah, that not bad for a bye weekend. A
great trio of battles. All of them were very watchable. Yeah,
like I'm not mad at it to be like a holdover type weekend and stuff like that from the tournament, and all that. So I don't know. I'm happy about it. I mean, you got between that, then you got the RBE announcement with Chubby Jack coming back against Math. It's like it's dope, man. It's a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
you got BRIQz being announced over here.
BRIQz.
Like, crazy times. Crazy.
That's a
times.
fact, man. That's a fact. So Battle Rap IQ, BRIQz is a show. More detail coming soon. We will have people up to compete and things like that. You'll be able to follow along. It'll be interactive and things of that nature. We will also talk about battle rap. We'll also be talking about other things and other things that are going on in the culture, whatnot, and all that. So I just wanted to have this little intro show just so you guys could get familiar with the format and things like that. Let me know what you guys think and let Tom know what you think. Hit him up at Battle Rap Resume. One word. Very easy.
Yeah, and I'm on Caffeine as well. Just search Battle Rap Resume. I'll be on there. Like, I don't want to give too much away at the moment, but I am looking to do a show in the future, like a battle review show kind of thing. Like, I know you've been saying you want to do something. The ideas aren't really similar, but us looking back and stuff like that.
Right.
So that is coming soon. Battle Rap Resume at Battle Resume. If you want to get on the show and compete, head to the Discord of Black Compass or message me at Battle Rap Resume, battlerapresume@gmail.com. I know that some of the guys over there at the New Era podcast have exhibited interest.
Oh yeah! Shout out to the whole crew. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would love to do that. Shout out to Lil Freddie and
that's right, Fred, and shout out to my man Ben, and you know what I mean, Dutch, the whole crew,
and,
man.
Yeah, all the guys over there. Great podcast, and someone who we both know, Tone as well, Cam Gray.
Yeah, shout out to Cam
from Scotland.
That's a fact.
Need to get him on here as well, defo. So yeah, and we're gonna test you. So
Tom. But see, Tom, I think they think it's sweet, and I need people. It's not gonna be sweet. I hate looking in the camera like this. It's not gonna be sweet. Come with your shit. Know what you're talking about.
If you don't know the two battles where DNA gets topless, then I don't want to talk to you. That's just what I'm saying.
All right. So we're not phrasing questions as like in this
pause.
We gotta, you know what I mean? It's certain.
When did Eric St. John like?
Yeah, you're like, when did he go topless? Nah, chill out. We not doing none of that. But nah, man. Shout out to Cam. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the people too, man. Hit us up and all that, and make sure you catch the interviews, man. We put out some pretty cool stuff and all that too. What? So Tom, before we head out, because get the people the intro and things like that. I want to know what's the state of affairs over there right now. Yeah, I mean, dealing with everything in this era, just for the UK, and you know what I'm saying. Are y'all pretty much good, or what's the?
Not really. I think it's I think any country that looks over the border just thinks the grass is greener over there. But I'm pretty sure we're near the top of the rankings, up with you guys, as being one of the worst dealing with the crisis, And it's constant mania. We've had the Prime Minister's second in command, essentially Dominic Cummings, the guy pulling all the strings. He broke lockdown when he definitely shouldn't have done, and that has led to this whole mass exodus. We've got all our cities streaming with people and pubs full and whatever, and it's bleak, Tone. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, I hear you.
I mean, it's not as bad as what's over there, and obviously I don't. Like, America's terrible right now, and I see that there's some Harley Davidson thing going down soon in the US, 100,000 bikers.
Oh yeah. Bikers are like, screw that, we're going.
Yeah, fucking 1%. Yeah, just that. Oh, man,
we got enough people in America that would just be like, I'm just gonna do what I want. You know what I mean? It's a country where it's like we're not full libertarian. We like to think we're libertarian until it's an emergency, but we still got a spirit of. After a while, you're not going to be able to tell us nothing. So if you don't figure it out, I'm going back to my regular life, because the alternative is miserable. We're just built that way. That's how this country's built. So we're gonna die on our feet. That's just what it is. But unfortunately, we're not looking long term, you know what I mean? But that's just the spirit of America, man. You can't tell people to stay in the house for 8-9 months.
Yeah.
It's just not we done missed the whole summer. events. We playing NBA basketball in the bubble. I got no idea, man. That shit is depressing.
Yeah. We got the Premier League. We got the football going over here still, but you know, empty.
Oh yeah, you can't go to the stadium. What's up?
Nah, they're all empty, man.
That's
Yeah, and they have like the virtual screens and stuff for the fan, which is fine. You know, I'm glad they're still doing it and they're pumping in the crowd noise or whatever. But we got to give it up to battle rap. I think in the long lists of art forms that have been affected by this thing, like it's adapted very well.
Yeah.
You know,
without a doubt. It's
so
like
shout to smacking them, like, you know.
Yeah, definitely shout to smacking them for everything. But I mean, you know, because it takes a lot to be able to still put on and things like that. And I think we're gonna get out of this though, Tom. We're gonna get out of this era. But in the meantime, we'll produce content. And they asked us how often we're gonna do this. I mean, it'll probably vary. We'll likely do the first show next week or this weekend or whatever. Next weekend is the Ultimate Madness, but
yeah, maybe every 2 weeks or so.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see what you guys like, what the interest is, and kind of move from there. You know what I mean? But we're not trying to give too much away. So, but stay tuned for the BRIQz, Black Compass Media. You know what I'm saying? My man Tom. Tom, what you about to do, man? I'm about to roll something up. But what are you doing, man? What are you going
Hey, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's like 10 o'clock here. It's still early. You know, I've personally, I've been on a huge Opie and Anthony, Patrice O'Neal binge for the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
Really. So,
Okay.
You know, I'm probably gonna chill out. You know, a lot of people over here tone their sports games. They play FIFA. They play NBA. I'm a golf guy. Like, I like to play golf on the PS4. Like, I don't like golf in real life, but I like playing golf. So.
What you talking about? You playing golf? What you mean?
Yeah, playing that the Golf Club 2019. If you know, you know. So I'm probably hit the links, you know. Hit the links.
That's an ill endorsement of a game. Like, that was crazy.
It's a good game.
All right, that's a bet.
All right.
Anyways, man, we up out of here. Follow both platforms. Hit us up at The Black Compass. Hit Tom up at Battle Rap Resume. Appreciate all of y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? And stay safe. Tom, till next time.
Hey, no, thank you, Tone. Appreciate everyone watching, listening, and stay tuned for the BRIQz. This is exciting.
BRIQz. We up out of here, man. Peace. All right, cool.